Fatality.
Afternoon, everyone. How are we all? Hope you're all okay. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, so today we're just going to give these new daily races a test now. I quickly tested pit lane loss last night, and it looks like a no-stop. We'll test it out now. Subaru's definitely quick, and Subaru's quick with fuel saving. That's the problem for this one. So it's going to be between... I think for the race, it's going to be between the Subaru, BMW, and Megane. I think they're probably the three cars that are going to do quite well. SLS might not do too bad here, but I don't think it'll be able to compete with the Megane Trophy or anything like that. But we'll test it out, see what cars are going to be good and what cars are going to be bad.
Just gonna leave the roast until fire.
Okay. So yeah, we'll test that out and see what cars are going to be. I think the Subaru might be the car to go because of the track, even in race. We will see. So I've tested it already, Renato, mate. It's not that bad for fuel. This is the Subaru. It doesn't have to do that much. It's okay. I had a quick test last night. I did like 2 laps with each car, and you could see Subaru can easily make it. I'll show you now anyway. I'll show you now when we do it. So, we will run them and see what cars are stronger. I'm going to have a little test with the fuel on to see what car to use first. We'll do a couple of laps of each, figure it out, let people have a little practice, and then we'll go into doing actual race testing. Right, create the lobby. Feel free to jump in, by the way. First come, first serve. Well, thank you all for coming in, by the way. Appreciate you turning up. Make sure you hit that like button nice and early. It really does help the channel, helps push it on the algorithm, so I'm very grateful for everyone who does that. UK, Chikorito, Fildo, Henry, Ray, Thomas, Combustion, Renato, Henry, Veyburn. Thank you all for coming in the stream, you legends. Yeah, they the community tab is I think they opened it up to most channels now. I had an email about that they were opening it up to more channels. They're also going to be doing more things. I had a thing a while ago about that. They're going to be opening up more things to more people as well. So it should be more things coming available to like people with lower subscribers, which is good for people on YouTube, really. Chikorito gifted a membership again. What a legend, chat. Give Chikorito a massive thumbs up and legend shout out there for yet again another gifted membership. Thank you so much for the support, mate. Absolute legend. So, for time trial, I think the Alpha's going to be the car, by the way. I think for time trial, the Alpha will be the car, but the Alpha's not very good on fuel. So, I feel like time trial Alpha, race either Subaru or thingy. So, it's going to be a mixture, this one. The WRX will also be pretty strong for time trial, though, but I do think the Alpha will be better in time trial. Now, not so sure about front-wheel drive cars for this track, by the way, chat. Not so sure about front-wheel drive cars for this. They've never really been that great, if I remember, in the past at Nürburgring, but feel free to try them. Right, let's start off with doing some laps with the Megane, just to get an idea of... Now, we want to test hard tyres, because I'm not interested in the medium tyre pace. For the race pace, there's no point running... practice for race pace with the mediums, in my opinion. You want to get on the hard tyres and practice your race pace with the hards. So let's just... I'm not going for lap time now. I'm just going for race practice. I could do with getting some clean air though. Where the... What the... Where did you just come from? Where... Oh. This is like magic, that. Don't even know where he came from. Right, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna go back out. I'm gonna look for a clean bit of space so that I can actually test this out. I want some clean air. No, still too much. Oh, for God's sake. I wish you could see the track map when you're in the garage so you can see where people are. For the Grand Prix tonight? Don't know, probably Max Verstappen. Probably Max when it comes to race pace. Ferrari don't really have the race pace normally, do they? So probably Max Verstappen, as per usual. Right, let's just see what the Megane's race pace is like, because the Megane doesn't really need to fuel save, by the way. You literally can just rev this thing out almost. People are going out on the medium tyres, but honestly, there's no real point practicing the race pace with the mediums, just to warn you. The pit lane loss is far too high. Now, the Suzuki Swift will be solid, because remember when it was the daily race at Catalunya, that Swift was usable, wasn't it? The Swift was usable, so that will be another car that you can use for this. Out the way, watch out the way, watch out the way. This car behind's on medium tyres. I think he's driving it for qualifying laps, but I don't want him to ruin what I'm trying to test. That's why I tried to get myself in some clean air. You're right, Evil, how are you, mate? Motive, thank you for the donation, you legend. Chat, spam that legend mode there for Motive, please. Good luck next week, mate. Ah, appreciate it, mate. It's only daily races, though. We'll just chill out next week. Thank you so much for the donation, mate. Appreciate it. We'll probably have okay pace here, actually. Like, once we're up to speed. The problem I'll have is four-wheel drive. Unfortunately, it's going to be a four-wheel drive race, so it's not really my strength, but at the moment, Group 4, unfortunately, is just dominated by four-wheel drive, so I don't think this Megane's going to compete. I've got a bad feeling that Subaru now is going to be too strong, even with the fuel saving. Give him a big thumbs up and legend shout out, by the way, for Motive, please, for the donation there. Appreciate the support, you legend. Just go past, because I'm just trying to test something, mate. Just go past. Just go past. I'm trying to get an idea of race pace here. Oh. Right. I don't... I'm going to start that test again, chat. I'm going to start the test again, because that's just going to be screwed up. I need a big... Right, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for about 30 seconds. I need a big open... I need some nice gap on the track where I'm not going to get, like, people racing us, just while we're trying to test the fuel out. I need to figure this out, so I'm just going to leave a big space. Let's just wait for a bit. Right, there's a nice bit of space here. Let's just back out. Jeff May, thank you for 22 years of mid-tier support, you legend. Happy 2 years, hope all is well. Thank you so much for 2 years of supporting the channel at mid-tier, mate. Big thumbs up and legend shout out for Jeff as well, please, everyone. Thank you for that, mate. Legend. WRX will be good, yeah. In time trial, I think the Alpha's going to be the car. I think that in time trial, the Alpha will be the better car. But, like, people are probably on medium tyres now. I'll do medium. We're not going to be starting this race anytime in the next half an hour, so I'll do my qualifying practice after. I'm just going to... I'll reset the lobby before we do qualifying for the race as well. Because... so everyone's on the equal fuel. This is just practice for race at the moment. So when we do start a race, I'll reset it all so that the lap times are removed. Just so that we can have everyone on the same fuel. The Megane, you pretty much don't really need to save that much fuel with the Megane. You just short shift a little bit. If you look at the fuel now, 8.5 laps. And look, we haven't even used 10% of fuel, and we can afford to use more than 10% a lap. We can afford to use like just over 11% a lap. And as the car, obviously, the more you drive, the lighter the car gets, the better the car will get on fuel as well. So the more you'll be able to push this Megane. Have we caught someone up already? I had a massive gap there. What the? I tried to give myself a massive gap so we could test this out. I think the WRX is going to be the car. Personally, that's the car I think that's going to be... I think on the new physics now, I think the WRX is too strong. I actually think even with fuel saving, the WRX will be faster than the Subaru because of the acceleration on it. I don't think the Megane is going to have the pace to stay with the WRX, but we'll see. We'll try out the Megane now and see. I don't want slipstream. I don't want to get any I don't want any altered pace of the car. So I'm bloody. This is annoying me. Trying to stay out of the slip. I don't want it. Needed to find the big open space on the track really. Oh shit! Understeered off with it. So we'll have to do another lap now. We'll have to go for another lap. There's a bit of clean space now, so we'll do another lap. Can't judge it off this lap because we had dirty air there and went off the track. Yeah, Subaru can do a no-stop, I think. I mean, I haven't properly tested it, but from what I did do with it, Baptist, the Subaru will be able to no-stop it. Go again. I know you can do 206s on the hards with this, so let's just see what it can do, and then we'll jump in the Subaru and see what it's like on the hard tyres. I can use more fuel up here as well. I'm not using enough fuel. Yeah, I'm going to try the Subaru in a minute. I'm just going to do a lap with this and then just compare a fuel saving lap with the Subaru. It's almost flat with this car. You don't really need to save fuel with it, chat. I mean, look at the fuel. You can pretty much get away with going flat out. But I don't think this car's going to have the pace, so that's a problem. So if you don't want to fuel save, this might be a good option because you don't really need to fuel save with this car. You just drive it as you would normally drive it. Just tiny bit of short shifting with it, but the Subaru will require a bit more short shifting. Subaru will also be a little bit better on that chicane. That chicane, the Subaru will be flying. Ah, that was scuffy. Right, so 206.4. A lot. There's still pace to find with that car. You're probably getting the 205s. Right, let's change car. Right, let's go back out. Let's try this one now. Takes me a bit to get used to this type of car, but just give us an idea. Oops. Just get an idea of what this can do. The fuel's fine because that's about exactly what you need to use a lap on the percentage. Ignore what it says laps remaining. Oh, God. You're gonna lose me a bit of time there. Faster even with the short shift in there, but that's to be expected really with the straight. We messed up turn one though, so we could have done that 3-4 times quicker. This is why I think this is the car to go, because I think even with short shifting this beats the Megane trophy. That was slow through there, really slow. Yeah, this is going to beat the Megane, I can already tell. I'm shit with this car, and I'm not even really I'm not getting the most out of it. This car's going to beat the Megane. This is going to destroy the Megane. Once you're used to this car, even with fuel saving, this is going to be the car to use, chat, I think. Yeah, look, that's faster than the Megane, and it was a bad lap. Subaru is definitely going to be better in the race than the Megane. That was terrible. Oh, I need to practice with this car because I think this is, I don't even think it's worth wasting your energy on the Megane. Get used to the Subaru and then just try and get that fuel saving sorted with it, with the way it drives. Megane just, I don't think the Megane's got the pace here. Let's just go and put a lap time in on with the mediums with this car with pushing. Easily make it. Easily make that with fuel. No problem for the Subaru. No problem at all. Right, let's just go and test out what it's like for... We'll start qualifying in a minute. I'm going to use the Subaru. Let's just do a practice qualifying lap with the mediums, and then we'll start a proper race with proper qualifying. I'll reset the lobby, and we'll reset the lobby, and we will do like maybe like 8 minutes qualifying, 10 minutes qualifying, then we'll go into a race. Do you know what, chat? Do you know what I'm going to do? You know, instead of daily race... Well, I'm going to do a daily race D next week, right? However, what we're going to do is we are going to base it off of this race, but make better settings, I think, and longer race. And show you what they could have done with it, because this race could have been good. But they've screwed it, I think. I think they've screwed this. I think they've screwed the settings for this. They've not really took... Whoever's created this race doesn't understand the game, basically. They don't understand the way the fuel works and the OP cars, so the Subaru is going to dominate. I think the Suzuki Swift will be strong as well. Suzuki Swift, the Subaru WRX. I don't know what the Evo is like on fuel in Group 4. Does anyone know what the Group 4 Evo is like for fuel? Or the Mazda? Is a Mazda any good on fuel? They might be good cars. I don't know what they're like on fuel. The BMW should be okay on fuel. Megane, obviously, is strong. This is Daily C, yeah. Daily C is in Group 4, yeah. Right, let's just go for a practice qualifying. Well, practice faster lap on the mediums. You gotta do some washing, don't worry about it, mate. That's alright. Don't need a practice lobbyist. This is just for practice and fun. Don't worry about it if you've got stuff to do. Might be a corner cut, don't know. Might have got away with it. Too slow through there. Oops. Messed that up. That was awful. Not a very good lap, but just see what it does on the mediums. I mean, still first lap with it. I think it says it all about the Subaru, this chap. I think it says it all about the Subaru. Now the Alpha will probably be quicker in time trial though, but shit for the race. Right, let's just let's reset the lobby and we'll do a qualifying. So what we'll do is we'll just change. Let's just change to late morning because we don't know what time of day it'll be. Shouldn't make much of a difference. So we'll run a qualifying session and then you have to use hard tires. So qualifying starting, race starting on 11 minutes, we'll say. After 11 minutes. Hard tire required in race. Hard tire. Ooh, tires required in race. There you go. Let's try this Subaru out then. Nope, John. No chance of rain tomorrow because they've got a hard tire requirement. So no, can't rain. If they've got a hard tire requirement, it's impossible for it to rain tomorrow. So you're not going to get rain in daily race anyway. They can't separate time trial from... you're not going to get rain in daily races until they can sort out the separation in time trial. Also, I'm on the wrong tyres. Also, it's impossible because they've put a hard tyre requirement. If they put a hard tyre requirement, it means there'll be no rain. So it'll be a dry race. I mean, I honestly, I'm wondering if we'll ever get a wet race in dailies. Like, we might have a wet race that is wet from start to finish, but like just like heavy rain or something like that. But that might happen. But as for a dynamic weather race, I'm starting to wonder if we'll ever get it because I think they've cocked up when they created the game. I think they've cocked up with how they've created the time trial and weather system. We'll probably just do this as practice. I'm not too worried about elimination. We're just going to practice this today. People will be in and out, so I mean, just if you can get in, you can get in. We'll do elimination lobbies in the week with our own daily race when we do that. We might even just use this combination, but just make it better and more fun. Put some dynamic weather in there for a daily race. Make the race about 35 minutes long. Make it more entertaining. We'll mix it up with strategies and stuff. Right, I need a bit of a gap here for my lap, unless I can get past him. Can I get past him? Let's see. Ah, Lemony! Right, start this lap. Make sure we change over. I'll give people a little bit of time to change over the tyres at the end, like a little 20 seconds or so. Set a lap time in the Subaru. I'm going to go for a no stop, obviously. First race. And see if anyone tries. We'll see if anyone tries it and how bad they do. Some people might try the one stop. Personally, don't think it's going to work. Don't think it'll leave me close. I think it'll be like 10 seconds slower, at least. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a four-wheel. I think it's for time trial and for the race. I think it's going to be four-wheel drive. This has always been a four-wheel drive track, though, even on GT Sport. It was always very much. Megane was good with tyre wear, but the problem they've made here is there's no tyre wear in the race. If they would have put tyre wear at times 8 or 9, the race would have been more Megane trophy. But they've gone with that times 1, and that means four-wheel drives are going to dominate it. Try and get the chicane sorted. Brake a little bit earlier, maybe. Stay in third. Don't go to second. Ah, messed it up, but oh well. Oh shit. Well, I messed that one up. Wasn't a very good lap. Ah. Yeah, you can't finish in the pits. You'll get a 1 minute penalty. So yeah, don't even try that. Doesn't work. A little bit behind on this lap. Should be able to make up that 2 tenths though with the mistakes I made. Never got damaged from doing that on the last chicane, Brian. It's never been like that. Gran Turismo's always been like that on this chicane. Attack it like crazy. What car? Subaru, I think, Olaf. Subaru seems to be the car. By the way, how many likes are we on chat? Are we over 100? I'm on the wrong screen. Can't see. 123. Let's see if we can push on for 200 likes. We got over 300 people in the chat, so we should be able to get up to 200 likes. Smash that like button. It helps me out, pushes the channel on the algorithm. So yeah, very grateful to everyone who takes the time to do that. Subscribe as well. We will be live nice and early tomorrow to do these races. The kids are off school. The missus is off work. We can go live early. I'll do this next lap and then we'll put the hard tyres on and start the race. You're right, Al Capone. How are you, mate? 13 times. I'm trying to work that one out. If you got 13 different accounts, that's great. You off? See you later, Phil, though, mate. I have to get a pumpkin. Nice one. See you later, mate. Have a good night, mate. See you tomorrow, probably. We'll be what? So yeah, we're going to stream up to the F1. So just before the F1 starts, and then we'll watch that F1 race. Right, let's go for a lap and see if we can. Is he going to try and rob our slipstream? William, thank you for 4 months of membership, you legend. Chat, smash that legend mode for William, please, for supporting the channel for 4 months. On my budget, can only stretch to get the Logitech G922 race on pedals. Any good to have? You'll be fine with that, I think. Should be okay with that. It's not a bad wheel. So yeah, I mean, I can't see it being any problem. You should be able to race pretty well with it. The only downside to Logitech is the pedals, but you know, it'll still do the job though, William. So yeah, by all means, I think we should be fine with that. Thank you for the support, William, by the way, you legend. Ah, you fucking idiot. The penalty. Understeered, dirty tyres. Right, let's just start it. Right, we'll wait for that 11 minutes. Let me get the hard tyres on. Let's go and get the hard tyres on. Car settings, hard tyres. Go to track. So we know we could have got a lot faster there. We could have got down to probably a 203.2. We messed up the last second, didn't we? So remember, we're starting this just after 11 minutes, so make sure. I'm going to give you like 20 seconds to sort your tyres out. If you're on the wrong tyres, tough titty. Penalty for it. Forgot about the penalty there. Right, let's start this. It's over the time, so I'll give you another 4 seconds. Get your tyres on, get the race started. There you go, starting the race. I did warn yous. You'd have had plenty of time there. Let's see. I presume Ribs is going to go no stop with me. Probably save a bit of fuel behind us. Could be a good strategy here in P2, actually. Save fuel behind the car in front and then blast it on the last lap. Could actually work quite well. Let's see what the rolling start's like. Let's keep an eye on this, actually. Let's have a little look at the track map. Oh, everyone's starting after the corner. Look, they've pushed the start up forward. Look. Oh, this is way better. They've pushed the start up forward. That's really good. Good stuff. Good stuff. This race is going to be really close from the back of the grid. I like it already. Good stuff, PD. They've really pushed the standing start, the rolling start forward. Oops. Oh, nearly on 200 likes already. Let's get them likes up to 200, chat. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Probably do this one from the back tomorrow for a bit of fun. You need the second gear to rotate it a bit there. Right, at least I know to do that. Second, then into third. Oh, understeer. Hard tyre understeer there. Oh, he had a big moment behind the scripts there. Fuel's pretty much spot on what we need. Mixture 2 through here. That's it. I think Ribs is trying to use up some fuel to get in our slipstream. Oh, ran a bit wide. Sketchy on the exit, but hello, understeer. Grips is trying to get in that slip. He wants to save fuel in the slip, so I need to push a bit here. Don't want him to have that slipstream to save fuel, really. Fuel looks fine. Actually got more fuel than I need. I can start pushing a bit more. Looking like the Subaru, isn't it? Just feel like we're finding more and more pace with this car the more I get used to it. See you later, SDS mate, you legend. Have a good one wherever you're off to. Didn't see where you're going, but have a good one, mate. Easy no stopper on hards, this. No problem at all. Easy no stopper. I mean, I've got more fuel than I need. I'm able to push more and more here. Not even half the fuel used yet, but we're over halfway through the race, chat, so I think it shows you this car's easily going to be able to do a no stop, no problem. I feel like I can actually push this more and more. no way is a medium one stop going to work here. It's impossible. Not going to happen. They should have put tyre wear on so that the cars would start losing a lot of pace at the end, so that you could do like a one stop versus a no stop. They should put like a high tyre wear on, like times like 12 or something. I don't know, something high, so they would have really, you know, something that would have been able to still do a no stop, but you'd have been really struggling at the end on the tyres, and it would have made the 1 versus 2 comparable. But in these settings, so it's a no stop. No, Subaru's the car, I think. Megane, I don't think the Megane's got the pace. WRX, I reckon, is going to be the... I think you'll be able to race the Megane, but I don't think it'll have the pace. Because you can rev this thing pretty much 50%, and the Megane can't keep up with this car with 50% revving. This car will destroy the Megane on the straights. So the Megane will just get shit on. And then on track, this is a traction track. Four-wheel drive always do well here because it's got a lot of low-speed traction zones. Hence why four-wheel drive tend to dominate this in time trial. It's all about getting the exits off the corners with like traction, and that's why the Megane just isn't quite as quick as the four-wheel drives around this like kind of track. And then you've got the fact that no, Super won't compete. Then you've got the fact that four-wheel drive are just dominant on this game with the new physics as well. The new physics change has actually made four-wheel drive probably even better because they rotate a bit more now. Mazda's not the meta in race C. No, it's not. Who said that? It's okay, but I still think the Porsche is better in the race. I mean, the Porsche can do 1:19s in the race, so I've seen people getting 1:19s in the race pace with the Porsche, so I wouldn't say that the Mazda's a meta. Who said the Mazda's a meta? The Vision is not the meta for race C. From what I've seen, the Porsche has been getting 1:19s in race pace. Oh yeah, in time trial, but in race pace it's different though, James. Race pace is totally different to time trial pace. I'm talking race pace, not the time trial. The Mazda's not bad for the race though, for Laguna. It's alright. We knew that anyway. The Mazda's a good all-round car at a lot of tracks. It tends to be pretty strong, but I think the Porsche is still the easier to drive. And for the majority of people, they would prefer the Porsche over the Mazda for daily race C. Man, this Subaru is so good round here. It's just like, it doesn't even use fuel. Fuel's so good with it. Oops. Turned in wrong. Really suits the Subaru. Feels like made for this track, really. getting more and more used to the car as well, so it's just going to keep going faster and faster. Car keys. Bathurst. Oh, I did that the other day. We did that before we streamed, James. We jumped on and did a few laps. I only did a couple of laps. I didn't really try hard it. Ah, Chikorito, thank you for the donation, you legend. Someday you'll find me caught beneath the landslide. He's still going with the Oasis lyrics, chat. Oh, I'm all wide there. I'm getting flustered by his Oasis lyrics. Give him a big thumbs up and legend shout out there for Chikorito, please. Thank you very much for the support, you legend. This lap's awful, but we could have actually gone faster again. Probably could have got into the 203s. 203s are possible in the race pace. Should be an interesting one from the back of the grid tomorrow. Yeah, I think I could have pushed for a top 10 in that day, in that Bathurst time trial, but I couldn't be arsed. I reckon I could have got a 205.5 or a 6, maybe a 5, because I only did a few laps and improved to a 209.9, I think it was. Easy no stop, easy peasy. Race B is Trial Mountain in Group 3. Make sure you give him a big a legend shout out for Chikorito, everyone. Give him a big thumbs up and legend shout out for the support in the stream, by the way. Save fuel, I think you can just shift this about 40%. Subaru shift about 40% and it makes it pretty easy. Just use some of the exits, just go in higher gears and that. And yeah, it's not really a problem. To be honest, if you're in the slipstream, you could save even more fuel. But I would push to get past people. Like, use up fuel, then save in clean air. It'd be easier. I know, Hansy. We need that GT World Series back in quickly. We had 4 A+ drivers behind us there, so Rivs was on the medium type. What? Rivs, was you on? Oh no, he had. Did you just have? Oh, was it a 1 second penalty? It was a 1 second. I thought he had a 1 minute, but it was a 1 second penalty. He must have got a penalty on the chicane or something. We should have all right pace, though. I think we can do reasonable pace here tomorrow. We'll definitely do it from the back of the grid, though, because I think it'll be more fun from the back of the grid, won't it? For you lot to watch, personally. Maybe set a lap time on my main account and then just do racing from the back. We'll have to get a track guide done for this as well. I could do like a... yeah, we'll probably do a proper time trial track guide. But yeah, I don't think, looking at that, the Meganes were nowhere, the Swift was nowhere. Seems like it's Subaru. Subaru no stop, chat. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie. I know the Alpha can't do it. The Alpha's not got the fuel ability, chat. The Alpha will just fade. So the Alpha doesn't have the fuel saving to compete against the Subaru. I don't know if there's an... I don't know what the Nissan GTR is like on fuel. Let me just have a little look. Let's just try... Let's just get in these cars and see what the fuel's like on these cars. Let's just do some testing. I'll test the fuel out quickly of a few cars, just to see if any of them have got better fuel. This actually might have pretty good fuel, chat. But I'll have to wait until I get onto the straight to see. It's got better fuel than the Subaru, definitely. It's got better fuel than the Subaru. Well, this is interesting. This might be almost flat out with the Mazda, chat. This is gonna add an option in, I think. The Mazda looks like it's flat out pretty much. But the fuel's really good with this car. Wow, that fuel's OP. This feels good. Now, the Megane, I don't think it's got the pace compared to... The Megane had the pace at Catalunya. Don't think it's got the pace here. Doesn't handle the track as well, this car, though. Subaru's definitely better for this kind of layout. But you can rev this thing flat out, I think, pretty much. I'll do a lap with a few cars here just to give you ideas of what cars can work. I think it's going to be... We'll try the Nissan GTR as well, see what that's like on fuel. And the Evo. I think this car's too slow over the lap compared to Subaru. I have a feeling that low down acceleration isn't good enough on this car. No, we've not done race B yet. We'll do a quick run on that after, just like a quick little test. Like one race or something. Not going to worry too much about that, but... You basically, for race B, you just look at the time trial, don't you? And figure it out from that. This car's not as fast. Okay, so this car's better on fuel, but I don't think it's got the pace of the Subaru. Doesn't seem to have the, like, acceleration out of some of these corners. So I'm pretty confident Subaru can do 204s on full fuel. Let's see what this... Yeah, it's not got the pace. Not fast enough. Even revving it out, it's not fast enough. Evo, where are you? Have I even got an Evo? Should have an Evo somewhere. There you are. Let's just give you a go and see what your fuel is like. Alpha's shit on fuel. Let me just do that. Alpha's shit on fuel. You don't want to use the Alpha. I've already tested the Alpha. It's not good on fuel. Nowhere near as good as the Subaru. The Alpha might be good for time trial though, chat. So for time trial, the Alpha could be very strong because third and fourth gear acceleration. Look at the gears that we're going through the corners, and then you'll see why the Alpha might be quite strong. It's all about third and fourth gears. So for time trial, maybe the Alpha will be very strong, but for the race, I don't think it'll be as strong because of the fuel. Mustang will be shite on fuel, Dino. Mustang's one of the worst cars on fuel in the game, so no. The fuel's not there with this thing, look. We've already used 5%. I haven't even got to the straight. It's not very good at short shifting either. You need to rev this thing out. Doesn't have the This is a no-no, I think. Yeah, I'm going to watch the F1, but obviously I'll be finishing the stream before I watch it. Sunday's my chill day, so we're just doing this just to help people out for a few hours, just give people an idea of what the strategy is. And then I'm going to chill out and watch the F1 after this. Have some food. Nah, this car's... It's not even fast. I mean, It just doesn't feel fast though. Let's just go for a lap with it and just see. I mean, the fuel's saying we're a lap behind already, but the percentage of fuel's not too bad. So I'm looking at the percentage rather than what it says on laps remaining. Particularly fast, is it? Looking at that sector split wasn't great. Citroen's good on fuel, but again, around the lap, Dexter, Citroen will get shit on by the WRX. The WRX will destroy the Citroen over a lap. That's the problem. Honestly, I don't think them type of cars are going to beat a four-wheel drive car around this track. This track is basically a four-wheel drive. It's like made for four-wheel drive the way it is, so can't see an Aston Martin be able to compete with her. Oh my god, the understeer there. Fuel's not good enough anyway. I'm already behind on fuel. Nah, that's not got it. Not got the fuel. What happened then? Ferrari again won't have the pace over a lap. So no. I think it's got it. We'll try this on GTR just to check the fuel on that. I think it's got to be. We'll try the Silvia. Although again, I'm not too sure the Silvia will have the pace over a lap, but we'll give it a go. I think it's a bit slow on acceleration, the Silvia. Oh dear, fuel might be an issue, I think. I don't know, let's see. The house down. Fire, fire, fire. Sorry about the beep, chat. Mrs. is cooking. Our kitchen, the fire alarm is right outside the kitchen, so as soon as you start cooking, fire alarm goes off. Fuel is not terrible with this car, but I don't think it's a short shifting car. It feels like a car you need to rev the shit out of this. Oh, don't say that, Andreas, mate. No, that's not how it works in this one, this family, anyway. Yeah, if you hear the fire brigade turning up, then you know that might not have just been the fire alarm with the... This car's got the fuel to do it, by the looks of it, but let's see what it's like over a lap. Let's see if the Subaru could have some problems with this car. This rotates quite well, so it should suit this layout. But I don't think this car has the acceleration that the Subaru has. This is more suited to high-speed tracks. This is more of an acceleration track. So in reality, it's more about the Subaru, really, I think. Ran wide. Ignore what the fuel says for laps, because like we saw before, it doesn't give you the proper... Go by the percentage of fuel rather than what it says for laps remaining. It's not got the pace, I don't think. I mean, that was a bit scruffy through there, but the Subaru was coming through at 112 when fuel saving, like in the middle of the apex, so 2 miles per hour faster than this GTR, and I was short shifting the Subaru. It's fading a bit. Yeah. What a shame. It's got the fuel to do it, chap. It's got the fuel to do it, but it hasn't got the pace, I don't think. Subaru just feels so good for this combo. You're right, Kinetic. How are you, mate? Fuel saver with the Subaru, Kinetic. Subaru Group 4 car, fuel save it. That car's not going to do it, I don't think. I mean, we were nearly in the 203s with the Subaru. I know we were on lower fuel, obviously, but I felt like I could get 204s easily with the Subaru with full fuel, so... Nope. Nope can do. What's your fuel like? Because you could be a little bit of a surprise one round here, I tell you. Wrong tyres. This car could be a surprise if its fuel's good. Hello, understeer. Lambo, no. Lambo will not work here because it's the wrong type of track for the Lambo. You got to understand the Lamborghini needs top speed. This is not a top speed track. This is acceleration track. Lambo won't really be the best, I don't think. Yeah. It's a no stop, definitely, because the pit lane loss is way too high. Like I said the other day on Twitter, whoever created this race doesn't understand the game. They don't understand how much loss there is in pit lane. They don't understand what cars are good on fuel. This car's shit on fuel. Which is good because I don't like this car. I'm not a fan of this car, so I'm quite happy that this guy's crap on fuel. Nah, again, Cola, no. Four-wheel drive cars, mate. The Megane's not fast enough, so the 4C won't be. And the Citroen isn't quick enough over a lap. It might be okay on fuel, the Citroen, but it's not a quick car at the moment on the gaming group 4. It's pretty slow. I'm telling you now, it's Subaru is going to be dominant. The Mazda is too slow. I honestly don't think there's going to be much that can compete with the Subaru in the race. We'll try out the Silvia, see what the Silvia's fuel's like in a minute. We'll give that a go, but this car's shit on fuel. You ain't going to be able to push this car at all. Look, I mean, I've already used too much fuel on the outlap. So yeah, this car's a big no-no. It's not fast enough, I can already tell by the acceleration. So Subaru's got that. The fuel's not good enough. Nowhere near enough fuel with that. Let's just see what the fuel's like on this. See if you can last with the fuel. So the Alpha will be good in time trial, by the way. So for time trial, the Alpha's going to be really strong, I think. So you might want to practice that car in terms of no fuel, but even then, I feel like the Subaru is going to be close to it. It'll be interesting. Although I still think the Alpha will beat it because of third and fourth gear. If you look at all these corners, what acceleration zones they are, it's all third and fourth gear. No, 40. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not going to try the Lexus. I think that's a waste of time, personally. I don't think it's got the BOP at the moment anyway. And then with it being a four-wheel drive track, doubt it. This car feels like a four-wheel drive the way it drives. So that's why I wanted to see what it's like with fuel. Because it might actually work, the Silvia, because it drives as if it's a four-wheel drive. SLS is good on fuel, by the way. We'll have a little look at the SLS's fuel in a minute, because that car's actually pretty good on fuel. But will it have the pace over a lap? Probably not. Swift isn't good enough, I don't think. I mean, we just destroyed the Swift before. We beat it by 20 seconds. And it was an A+ driver behind us, so I'm not so sure about the Swift. I mean, it might be alright, but as far as my memory goes, FF cars don't normally do that well on this track. Because look at the corner, it's a lot of accelerating while turning in low speed. Like this corner here. You're accelerating while turning, so with FF cars, they tend not to like that. Same for this corner. You're turning while accelerating in low speed. Again, it's not a type of corner that the FF cars tend to enjoy too much. But it might be okay. I mean, if someone good drives it, they might be able to do quite good things with it, but I don't like FF cars. Not got the fuel. Look at the fuel. The fuel's way too low. Again, Silvia's not got the fuel. Not got the fuel. That's going to struggle with fuel. It's not even fast enough anyway. Let's have a little look at you. I know you're good on fuel. Let's see. This car's good on fuel, so this will be... It's just whether it's got the pace over the lap, because traction, not so sure. McLaren, no. Definitely not the McLaren. 100% not the McLaren. Porsche. We'll see what the Mercedes is like. And again, the problem with the Cayman will be overall pace. It's good on fuel, the Cayman, so might be possible. But again, it's not really the track for that type of car. That's the problem. You're not going to beat a Subaru around here with a Cayman. Not with the BOP the way it is. That Subaru will literally pull its pants down. Like, it's just not going to out. I know for a fact. I think that Subaru's too strong. BMW is good on fuel, by the way. So BMW M4's where, if you don't want to drive a four-wheel drive car, Megane, BMW, Mercedes. That's probably your options. See you later, Arkeys. Again, this fuel isn't really there, is it? I'm looking at the fuel and it's going down too quick. No, the Megane Trophy, we've already tried it, 40. No. I mean, it might be alright. Don't get me wrong, it might be alright, but it's good on fuel, that's about it. I don't think it's got the overall pace to compete with the Subaru. And I love the Megane Trophy, so... yeah, I just can't see it beating that Subaru for pace. Let's see what sort of lap time the Mercedes can do with a bit of fuel saving. Again, low down acceleration is missing with this car. It's not pulling out the corners like that Subaru does. Yeah, Brands Hatch is obviously, it's carrying speed through corners, but this is about traction in slow speed, a lot of it. That's why the four-wheel drive tend to do really well here. Nope. This car's not got it. Nah, the fuel's not, even the fuel's not, and I'm not even revving it out, so not gonna do it. Right, I'm gonna go for a wee. I'm dying for a pee. It's Kiwi time. Back in a second. I'll see if I can think of another car. Back in a second. Right. Evening, Martin. How are you, mate? That window, yeah. I think there's much that's going to work. No. Honestly, you got to look at the BOP, Forzy. Look at the track and look at the BOP. The Ferrari's going to get... You got to look at what cars are strong. Ferrari's not strong on this game at the moment, so no. Wrong layout for it. It's not going to... If the BOP was good on the Ferrari, then it would probably work a bit better with the fuel. You'd probably be able to do something, but I honestly think that it's just a Subaru. Subaru's going to dominate this, I reckon, for the race pace. Time trial, Alpha. The Alpha will be good in time trial, but the M4 will be good. The M4 will be solid. Again, you'll be able to use that M4. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to use it because it was good at Suzuka. It was good at Cataluna. It'll probably be okay here, so you will be able to do that. But again, it'll be easier to use the Subaru. I think the Subaru will be an easier drive than that car. Citroen will be good on fuel, shit on pace. Cayman, again, good on fuel, but I don't think it's going to have the race pace. I think it's going to be too slow. I don't think there's going to be much cars that can do much here. Yeah, I think in race pace, so the Alpha will get destroyed. I think the Alpha might be faster in time trial, Bell. So in terms of time trial, I actually think that Alpha might be a bit quicker. Because third gear, this track's got so many exits out of third gear that the Alpha will be really, really strong for time trial. So if you're looking for a time trial car, the Alpha is going to be probably the car to use. Subaru should be close though. Subaru and the Alpha, I think, will be the time trial cars. Race cars, though, I do think the Subaru's got it. Like, we were able to drive that at, minimum 50% shift, and it was still quick with it like that. So that looks like the cars to go for it. Don't think the Viper's got the fuel for this track, on this game. Swift, no. I mean, I don't like it. But, again, I'm just not sure the Swift has got the pace over a lap for this type of track. It might be okay. It'll probably be able to use it. You probably will be able to use it. The Swift will be usable, I would say. But I don't think it'll be... I don't know whether it'll be as good as the... You got to look at the Cataluna race. That car wasn't... It was okay, but it wasn't as good as the Megane. I don't even think it was as good as the Megane. Jerry, thank you for 3 months of membership, mate. Appreciate the support, you legend. Big thumbs up on legend shout out there for Cherry for the 3 months of support, everyone. Give him a big thank you in the stream there. I think the Alpha and the Subaru will be the time trial cars. Although there could be a hidden car in here that will be good. It's hard to know. There's always that one car that just surprises you, but then it's Group 4 this time. A little less likely. Supra, no. Definitely not Supra. Supra is shit on low down acceleration. Supra's only good at top speed, really. Low down acceleration's not there with it. No, nothing changed with the update on BOP. No chance of rain. It's not impossible. So this isn't going to be a rain race. It's impossible. They've got a mandatory tyre. You can't have a mandatory tyre if you have rain in the race. So it doesn't let you do it. Even if you do a lobby race, it will void off the... If you put rain in there, it will void off the mandatory tyre. So, yeah, I don't think you can do that. So that's not a possibility. It's a dry race. We already know that, I think. Yeah, I think it's Subaru for me. I think it's Subaru. I think I'm going to jump onto Trial Mountain now, actually. Before the F1 starts, we'll go over to Trial Mountain and test that out. I want to give the Porsche a go versus a Mazda. Daily C, because I'll run it from the back of the grid. I'll run Daily C from the back of the grid. I think it'll be more fun to do from the back. There should be a lot of battling, fighting our way through with fuel saving, because some people struggle with fuel saving, so should be entertaining to try and go through the field and see if we can get close to the front. The Mazda's okay. It's just not as quick. It's good on fuel, the Mazda, but it's just not as quick as the Subaru. That Subaru seems insanely strong on the new physics. It seems like... I don't know what they've done, but the new physics have helped that Subaru. Where's Trial Mountain? It's higher up, isn't it, somewhere? I've probably gone past it, but there it is. Normal layout. It is the normal layout. Let me just double check the settings. Let's just double check these settings. Alright, 5 laps. Start, fastest first, speed beyond, prohibited, light, times 1. Group 3. Right, let me just double check these settings. I think that's all okay. Let's go and give this a run, do a few laps around Trial Mountain. It is a rolling start, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Right, once we got to wait for this driver to jump in. Someone's jumping in. Let me just let him jump in, then I'll change the track. You got your first win on Daily C. Good stuff. Look at that. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Come on, get in MP4. It's the only problem with these lobbies. You have to wait for someone to join before you can change the settings. Right, you should be able to do it now. Yep. Yeah, we had the race similar, but not long. I'm going to go Porsche first of all. So we're going to do a bit of testing before we worry about doing a race, because I'm just going to try a few different cars out. So give me that. Ah, we're stuck. Lobby's crashed. Not even worth it. Lobby's crashed, chat. I'll have to redo the lobby. As soon as it does that, you can't fix it. It's a crash lobby. No worries, DB. Porsche, because it's the hard tyres, I'm going to say Porsche. Mazda was quick because we were on racing soft tyres last time. So remember the GT World Series race? It was, remember, on soft, but even then, in top split, I managed to qualify like P5 or 6 with the Porsche, didn't I? Or P7, was it? It was something, we were in the top half in top split with the Porsche. And it was just the tyre wear that let it down, because the Mazda had better tyre wear. So, yeah, I'm interested to see, but I'll probably go with Porsche for this, because I really, really enjoyed driving that Porsche around this combo. Right, let's see if it works okay. No, Cresmere, you don't ever get strategy in Daily Race A or B. So Daily Race A and B are never, ever, ever, ever strategy races. Never happens. Will never happen. The only race you get strategy in is Daily Race C. Daily Race B is always a sprint race. Never going to be a strategy race, so don't need to worry about strategy for Daily A and B. It's always a sprint race. Right, let's go out and see what the Porsche... See if I can remember how to drive this Porsche around there. We only did this not too long ago, so it's kind of still in my memory a bit. Not perfectly, but it is there a little bit. Cedric, you legend. The trolling tree troll. Thank you for the donation, mate. Chat, big thumbs up and legend emote there for trolling tree. What's strat for Ahab? He's trolling again, chat. He's trolling. Give him a big thumbs up and legend shout out, even if he is the ultimate troll. Thank you for the support, mate. I started to enjoy this when we had that GT World Series, didn't I? I actually enjoyed driving this combo. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing some of this race, actually, because I found it quite entertaining when we did the GT World Series race. I won't be worrying about Daily A, by the way, chat. I won't be testing that out. I'm not really enjoying Daily A recently. It's been a bit, in my opinion. Where did we break? Just before that shadow should do there, or just before that green bit? Oops. Hit the wall. Uh-oh. That was terrible. A lot of understeer on these hard tyres. A lot of understeer. Bloody hell. Would have been more fun on racing softs or mediums, this. I'm trying out the Porsche, Andy, but the Mazda Vision will be good. The BMW will also be good. Some of the other MR cars might be pretty decent here as well, with no tyre wear really to worry about. NSX could be pretty strong over because there's no tyre wear, so NSX could be worth a shot. If you can get to grips with the way it's going to drive on here, though, because this track's got quite a lot of it'll rotate the corner and braking, so you have to be a bit careful with that NSX. Yeah, we're in the Porsche now because this is what I use for the GT World Series, and it was really enjoyable to drive on this combo, the Porsche. I loved it. Can't really get a safety car though, because someone could deliberately bring it out or something. I don't really. Yeah, I mean, the only way you do that is if they had permanent damage on that actually killed the car. A little bit better that time through there. A little bit more smooth. A little bit better there as well. Get it rotating into this corner. I too slow on the throttle. I should have stayed on that throttle. I lifted, I like went on the throttle, then went back off. I should have just kept it on. We're gonna brake just before that green bit on the wall there. lovely flow to this track, you know. I really enjoy this track now. I don't know why I didn't like it so much at first. The more I drive it, the more I enjoy it on this game. The flow of it in Group 3 is really nice. Yeah, the RX Vision will be strong here. I just don't really like driving that car too much. I mean, I might give it. We'll give it a go after this and just see. I'll just do another lap here, see what we can get with this, and then I'll give the RX Vision a go on the hard tyres. Hard tyres, it's going to be a bit closer though, because again, RX Vision tends to be better on the softer tyres. I mean, I've not seen the RX Vision do anything special yet. Like, I've not seen anyone do anything special with it. Like, in Daily Race C, I've seen the Porsche always be faster than the RX Vision for lap time, so I don't know. I don't like the sound of the Vision. I think it just sounds like an angry bloody wasp. Right, let's just go into the Vision then and see what that's like. Right, we've done a few laps with that car, so give me that. You like a screamer, Andy? Filth. Filthy. Absolute filth. With no tyre wear, this car might be alright. Might work quite well for this track. Definitely better since the update, because it's helped the traction. With the update, the traction's better now, so if you've noticed, you don't get as much wheel spin out of corners since the update. So it's actually, this car might be OP here. Looking at how it's driving now, you might find this car being a bit OP, chap. It almost feels like it's on medium tyres. I'll back out before we start the lap because sketchy there, right? Let me back out, give myself a gap. What the hell? Start that one again. Okay, it's still a bit sketchy on the throttle though, chap. It's still a little bit sketchy on the throttle. So smooth, yeah. It's not as good on the traction as the Porsche still. But it's just you probably just need to get used to it. I've not really driven this car that much. I tried it at Willow Springs. It was alright there, but that was before the update. Faster on the straight, a lot faster than the Porsche on the straight. So for overtaking, this car's going to get past the Porsche on that straight there because we had 3 miles per hour faster. So in a slipstream, You're going to fly past the Porsche there. Absolutely destroy it. So that's quite interesting. Right, I need to back out here. So if you look at the straight line speed, the Porsche will suffer on the straight. However, I think in some of the traction zones, the Porsche will be a bit faster. I'm going to have to give myself a massive gap here because that car up there is not going very fast. It's just crashed. Nah, Supra, no, not on the hard tyres. I don't think it'll be the best for this one. You'll be able to use the Supra, don't get me wrong. Group 3's a lot closer, so you might be able to make the Supra work. Supra might... You'll be able to use more than one car here this week if you want to just have fun, but it'll be either the Vision, Porsche, or M6, I think, for the top 3 cars. Oh, that's wide. That's terrible. Dino, thank you for 4 months of membership, you legend. Chat, smash that legend emote there for Dino, please. Supporting the channel for 4 months. Thank you very much. Oh, it's super sketchy. This car is so sketchy. Three tenths behind. I mean, I can go faster though because I messed up that sector. I messed this sector up here with the Porsche, so good gain on it on this sector. With the Porsche, I made a big mistake on there. Doesn't matter about top end so much though, Ritaki, because the car's fast through the corners. Gained a tenth there, even with, yeah, so. However, this section here is better with the Porsche. Porsche should be a bit quicker if you nail it through here. Porsche is a bit better on brakes as well. Let's go for another lap because it wasn't the best lap, was it? Let's go for one more lap. You're right, Todd, by the way. I think I prefer the Porsche, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get this sector a bit better. That was definitely faster than the Porsche. I nailed that. Way quicker than the Porsche on that sector so far. Way quicker. Okay, we're going to be about 4 tenths up on the Porsche lap. The Porsche had more potential. I still could have gone quicker with the Porsche though, because I'm getting used to the track, so it's going to be pretty close. Wow, what the hell was that understeer there? The car just didn't turn. That was horrible. Too late on the brakes again. The brakes are just not as good. Alright, let's go for one more because I feel like there's potential with this car. It's just got to get the braking sorted with it. Yeah, we're in the Mazda at the moment. I mean, look how bad that lap was. We can probably do a 50.5 with this easily. Fuck that up. That was awful. Yeah, that's really bad through there. Oh, that'll be nowhere near the Porsches. We'll start a race and I'll give this a go. Let's just give this a go in the race and see if I can get used to it, because this might be the car. I think it's got more potential with the straight line speed. Be close though. I think you will be able to use the Porsche against it. Porsche. Wonder what the Audi R8 would be like here as well. For some of these corners. Could be interesting. NSX would definitely be fast if you can cope with how it drives. We'll start the race anyway. Race starting. Yeah, we need to get a couple of practices done because the F1 will be starting soon. Tough. Don't need to know about that part of your life, mate. Thanks, though. I appreciate you informing us all. Let's see what the rolling start's like again. The rolling start on North and Daily Race C is going to be really good, by the way, chat. So starting from the back of the grid could be quite entertaining. Because I think you'll only be like 5 or 6 seconds behind into turn 1. So definitely going to do some racing from the back tomorrow. He's a legend, isn't he, Todd? Oh, dear. By the way, don't forget to hit the like. 45 likes away from 300. Can we get to 300 likes in this stream? That'd be amazing. If we could get to 300 likes in a short stream just to test these races out. Be really grateful if we could do that. Yeah, I said that before, Ghosty. I've just said that about the NSX. But it'd be tricky to drive, though, for this first sector, for example. But it'll definitely be a good car, I think. Bullshit. So Porsche versus this car. Look at the straight line speed. This is why I think this car will be the better car, because of the speed on this straight. Might end up doing a few of these races through the week. I really enjoy the flow of this track. I think it's one of my favourite fictional tracks for the flow. I'm not particularly fast around here, but I quite enjoy the way it drives, the way the car reacts in the corners. Porsche is definitely stronger on the final corner. That's where the Porsche is definitely stronger. Yeah, I agree, Pietro. Troll. Porsche is a little bit easier to drive here, though, you know. The Porsche is definitely easier to drive. This thing feels almost like it wants to kill you a bit. And that is super slow through the first sector. But this corner here, this car's definitely stronger through there. And then the Porsche lose out on the straight here. It's not got the straight line speed of this car. I think the Porsche is going to be good. I really do. I think the Porsche is going to be strong on the hard tyres. Because that Porsche behind me, I feel like if we were in the Porsche now, we'd be pulling away. But in this Mazda, I think it's a little bit sketchier. I think you can't push this car. Oh, he's hit the wall. Or he had a penalty, I don't know. Let's see if we can get into the... We should be able to get into the 50s with this, so let's see if we can do it. No shit. Push too hard. Dirty tyres. What a pleb. Still got dirty tyres. Still, that's a bit of damage on the car, that through there, I think. I think I prefer the Porsche, you know. I will test out both tomorrow and see what I prefer, but I think the Porsche is just more traction and more... I don't know, there's something about the Porsche with the way it handles on like hard tyres. I think I prefer it. This car's a bit sketchy. If you get used to this car's definitely got the pace, but I was way more consistent with that Porsche. Like, see what I mean? The way it's on the edge of grip, isn't it? The Mazda. Nowhere near as good as the Porsche on the brakes. Calster probably is not aware of the patch here. Right, again, we'll try and get a good lap in because I want to see what we can get out of this car. That's a bit better. Had to lift a bit there though. That's better. Took too much speed in on that corner then. Nah, I mean McLaren will be okay. I don't think it'll be as good as the Porsche though. Remember, the Porsche is a better McLaren. McLaren's never really as strong as the Porsche. But you'll be able to use it. You'll definitely be able to have a bit of fun with it here, I think. It'll work. I love the flow of this track though, you know. I love that you're always close to the walls. Like, some of these corners, you've got to push it all the way up to the wall. Starting to get used to this car a bit more now. And it's starting to feel better the more I drive it. Gonna be between the Porsche, this, the BMW. I think. For cars to use. GTR, what, for this race? No. It won't have the top speed. The new GTR will be okay for if it's a really slow, like, corner-based track, maybe. Even then, I don't think it's got... It's not really good enough. They need to BOP it. At the moment, the 13 GTR is better than the 18. So, they brought the new GTR, but the old one's better. So, they're going to probably BOP the shit out of the 13 and give the next BOP change, I guarantee, right? What they'll do is, because they won't want the 13 being used. So, what they'll do is they'll lower the BOP of the 13 and raise the BOP of the 18. Yeah, I think the Porsche is what the thing is, right? What I'm going to say to the average player is the Porsche will be better for your average, not top end, like for the fastest drivers. I think the RX Vision's got more potential, but I think for the majority, you're going to really enjoy the Porsche because the Porsche is a little bit easier to drive around here. So pick your car wisely. Don't be swayed by what the fastest drivers are using because the Porsche can compete. I know it can because I used it in the GT World Series in top split. I qualified P8 with some very fast drivers and everyone else was in the Mazda. I was in the Porsche. So that Porsche can compete, even pushing it. So go with what car you like out of them two, I would say. There's not much in it between the advantage of the Mazda is top end. On the straight, the Mazda's going to easily pull away from the Mazda will easily pull away from the Porsche on the straights. It'll overtake it quite easily. But I'm trying, let's have a little, I mean, I'm not going to, I just want to have a little look through the GT3 cars now. Let's have a little look and see what cars might work. So good. Mercedes is reasonable here. Mercedes is not the worst car on this track. I don't think the Viper will be the best. Don't think the 18 one will be the best. Mustang, don't know about that. I don't think it'll be the best because of the corners. Might struggle. Z4, no. Beetle, no. Don't think it's got to... No. That'll be decent. Don't know about that. That'll be interesting. I don't know what that car would be like. Corvette might be usable. Might be usable. I don't think it'll be brilliant, but it might be usable. No. Don't know what that'll be like. Could be interesting. Don't know. F-Type should be okay here. F-Type could be a sleeper in terms of straight line speed. So the F-Type might be worth a shot. Ford GT could be pretty good if you can get if it drives. I don't know what it's like through the corners. Ford GT could be pretty strong around here. Subaru, don't think it might be okay. It might be all right. So Subaru might be similar to the Mercedes. Don't think that'll be the best. Supra could be all right. Supra actually could be all right around here. FT1, I don't think so. Hurricane, again, sketchy, but could be fast, but sketchy. 4C might be all right. Could be a sleeper there with the 4C. That car could be okay. M6 is going to be decent. Spec 2 could be good. That Spec 2 race car could be pretty solid here. Supra will be okay because, as usual, Supra it's got a long straight, so Supra will be pretty strong on that long straight. So again, you'll be able to use that. NSX will be okay. No for the BRZ. Already done that. Don't think that'll work. Too many slow corners for the Silhouette. Don't know what the Genesis is like at the moment on the new physics. Not too sure about. Suzuki VGT could be, if you can get to grips with it, might actually work on this track. I don't know. Be interesting if anyone could use that. Might be usable. Citroen, no, I don't think so. Golf, no. SLS, probably not. DBR9? Probably not because 6th gear dies. No. Lexus might be worth a shot. Lexus might be okay. Vantage, I don't think I'll have the straight line speed. Don't think that car will have the top end, but it might be worth giving it a go to see if, you know. You want to try it out? Evo could be alright. Actually, that Evo could be a sleeper here. Don't know what that car would be like. I'll do a lap with the Audi R8 now and see, actually. Let's just see if it's drivable. Could be a bit sketchy, though. I like the sound of this car. One of my favourite sounding cars. Yeah, I'm finishing a little bit early tonight because the F1's on, just so you know. Normally, like I say, some days aren't the day that I do loads of work. I kind of have it as my chill. That was the most strange lag I've ever seen. So yeah, Sunday's my chilled out day. A lot of people don't bother even streaming at all, but I just do a little stream just to give you some tips for the daily races before they go live. But I don't really do long streams on Sundays anymore. I like to have a day where I can chill out a little bit. Don't worry, Max, I was coming out of the piss, so your car just lagged like crazy. It's got I don't think it's going to be great, in all honesty. We'll try it out, but I don't think it's going to be that brilliant. I think it's struggling for straight lines, like speed. We'll see. 167 the Mazda hit at the end of the straight. Might not be... No, it's not too bad. It's got a weird understeer, though. Have you noticed how it understeers? Like, it rotates, but then understeers. I don't... Does the R8 GT3 car pop and bang, though? The GT3 car? I don't think... I mean, I like, obviously I don't listen to GT3 cars too much, but I don't think they pop and bang too much in GT3. Because they've got, like with the racing exhaust, I don't think they do too much of that in real life, so... I know it doesn't do it on ACC, it doesn't really pop and bang on ACC. Too sketchy. Yeah, you'll hit 172 as super, but it's shit through. It's nowhere near as quick through the corner, so it's a bit sketchy, that car. I think it's got potential, but it's sketchy. You're gonna risk dying in that thing. What do you think what this is like? This again will be sketchy, but give it a quick go and see. I know the top speed on this car is pretty quick, so I just want to see what it's like. Yeah, that's why I said go see the Suzuki could be worth a shot round there. It could be actually a little bit of a sleep around there, that Suzuki. Eric, you legend! Thank you so much for the $10, mate. Chat, can we get a big thumbs up and legend shout out there for Eric, please, for the $10 donation? What an absolute legend you are, mate. Can Science get a win? I would like to see Science win. I think I would love to see Science get a win today, but I don't think he will. I think today's, as usual, race pace. Max Verstappen, au revoir to everyone else in the field. I would love to see Science win it though. Like, I would love it to happen, but will it happen though? I don't know. But yeah, we'll wait and see how that goes. That's why we won't be streaming as long as well today, because I want to watch the F1. So I'm gonna get myself some food, some snacks, and I'm gonna lay down on this bed next to me on the big TV, and I'm gonna watch the F1. Thank you so much for the support, Eric. Make sure you give him a big thumbs up and legend shout out, everyone. Appreciate the support, you legend. The McLaren F1? Don't know, actually. Might be alright because of the top speed. Might be able to be interesting. It'd be interesting to try it out. This car might not be too bad, though, you know. If you get used to this Ford GT, because the top speed on it's rapid. really don't like Hamilton, do you, Todd? Todd doesn't like Hamilton, I don't think. I like Hamilton, so... I like Hamilton, I like Max Verstappen, I like Sainz. It's... I really want to get a lap in with this because I think it's got potential. Crash into the blood. You love Hamilton. Oh, sorry, I've just blocked someone else. I was reading the chat. Do I have a favourite team? No. Don't have a favourite team. Never have done. I watch F1 for the racing. I don't really have a favourite. I mean, I like Lewis Hamilton. Probably because I'm British, but I like Max Verstappen as well, and I like Carlos Sainz. Charles. I like Charles, but I just don't. I think he makes too many errors sometimes. Who else do I quite like? I like Vettel. I really like Vettel, especially since he left Red Bull. Liked Vettel since he left Red Bull. Ricardo's one of my favourite drivers. Daniel Ricciardo's always been one of my favourites. Ocon, no, I'm not a big fan of Ocon. Never was, even before we had that incident with him on this game. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't mind him. I don't mind Ocon. I don't know. It's not my favourite. It's not just that he's washer attacker. You've got to remember, different cars suit different people. That's what people forget. I've never really been a massive fan of Alonso, though. You know, never really been the biggest fan of Alonso. I really just never really thought. I don't know. Never been the biggest fan of Alonso. I understand he's a great driver and that, but I've never been that much of a fan of him. See if we can get a lap in. Stroke on the grass. Come on. Is that a penalty? Not as fast as the Mazda through there, nowhere near as fast. Partly because of my shit driving though. I'm interested to see if this car's got potential, because I can go half a second quicker in that first sector easily. Now this car should have good top speed, chat, so let's test this out. So 167 was the VGT. I expect this to get near to 170. Did it hit 170? I think it hit 170, didn't it? It's not very quick though, but that's, like I say, a lot of this is my driving. Oh, it's snappy, it's snappy, it's got a snappy rear. Let me back out again. Let's go for another lap. I'm convinced this has got potential. But again, for the average the average driver is going to just crash with this thing because it's so snappy on the rear. .168, yeah, for the Mazda. Yeah, it's not. It all depends how well you take that corner as well, doesn't it? Before the straight. We're in the Ford GT at the moment. I'm not going to be using this. I just wanted to test it out. I'm going to be using the Mazda or the Porsche tomorrow, probably. It's so sketchy, chat. Like, see what I mean? Touch the curbs and it's just... the tricky car to drive. To push it to its limits, it's going to crash quite a lot. Yeah, I know the Supra's good. I already know the Supra's okay here, but it won't be as quick as the Mazda. Don't need to test the Supra because that's just a given. We know the Supra will be good. I don't want to test a car that I already know is good. But it's not as fast as the Mazda around this track. It's about 4 temps off the Mazda. I already know from the GT World Series race that we did. Look at what... Oh yeah, I wanted to... Let me just give this car a go a minute. I wanted to test this out just to see what it's like. I'm interested. This car might have a bit of potential here. Just gonna give this a test and then I'm gonna finish this stream so I can get ready to watch the F1. Get me snacks out. Get me snacks ready, the crisps ready. Nice glass of Coke, some crisps, some chocolate. Sit and just watch me F1. I need to get something to eat as well. I've got a lasagna in the freezer. Might have a lasagna for my dinner, chat. Or, so the option is, chat, I make myself some bagels with bacon and cheese slices on, again. Or, I have the lasagna that's in the freezer. Don't have any pot noodles, none left. I should have got some today, but nah, I fancy something proper for my dinner. I like a lasagna or something. I do fancy a lasagna with some buttered bread. No, it won't. It's a microwave one though, and it's a Weight Watchers lasagna. It takes 8 minutes 30, and then 8 minutes 30, so it's about 17, 20, well, by the time you do it and let it cool down, 20 minutes it takes, so it doesn't take that long. It's only, you can do it in the oven, but it takes like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I'll just do it in the microwave, 20 minutes. Sod waiting. Ain't got time with that with the F1 starting. Yeah, I would like garlic bread, but we haven't got any in, I don't think. We might have garlic pizza bread, but I can't have that to myself. It's a bit greedy, that. Oh, understeer's a bit there. Bit understeery. Oh, God. Very understeery. So we know that the Mazda does 50, what was it, 50.6 or 50.7 I did in the race, wasn't it? Probably do low 50s with fuel on as well if you hook it up with that Mazda. This has got way too much understeer. Way too much understeer. That's not going to work. Jag's not going to work. I think it's going to be... Personally, I think it's the Porsche or the Mazda, chat. I think it's the Mazda, Porsche, or M6. Mercedes might not be too bad, but yeah. M6, Mazda, or Porsche is probably the way to take this one. But I think that is going to be it. We've tested out. We know the stretch for Daily C. It's a no stop on hard tyres. Probably with the Subaru. This race to me looks like it's either the Porsche or the Mazda. The FT1, no, it won't be the car to go through. I need to take these off. My legs are killing me. Digging into me skin there. You're right, Conser. I think for my advice tomorrow will be the Mazda or the Porsche or the BMW if you can cope with that sketchy ass rear that it's got. I've just threw my slipper over there. Oh well, worry about that after. Yeah, yeah, Mazda or the Porsche or the BMW probably for this one. I think that Supra might be all right, you know, around this track concert. Do you reckon the Supra could work here? Or not really with this layout? I don't really know how it'd be around here. Probably not the best, but I don't know what it's like top end. No idea. I know the new Supra, the new Supra definitely will work, but just not too sure about the old Supra. Yeah, the new Supra will be solid here though. So new Supra will be good. Porsche, Mazda, BMW. That's my top 4 shout out. I'd say NSX as well if you can cope with the fact that it will try and kill you. So the first sector with the NSX will try and murder you, but the NSX will be rapid here, I reckon, if you can cope with it. So yeah, again, it's 168. DBR9 could be all right, but you'll only be able to use 5th gear, won't you? Because 6th gear is bloody awful with it. Yeah, DBR9 will be good, but like I say, it's that 6th gear though. 6th gear is shit with that car, isn't it? It bogs down. So we'll wait and see anyway. But at least we're warmed up. I feel warmed up for this tomorrow, so that's all we wanted. Little 2.5 hours warm us up. So I'm going to end that lobby, by the way, so sorry if you're in there. But yeah, I feel warmed up for that. I'm going to get ready for this. I'm going to get my dinner ready. And I'm going to watch the F1 because it starts in a bit. So hopefully we've given you some insight to what cars for the strategies for daily BNC. And hopefully it'll help you out. We're on 288 likes, by the way. We only need 12 more likes, chat. So if we could get 12 more likes, that'll push us up nicely to the 300 likes. So yeah, if you haven't already hit that like button, get that like button smashed. We don't have garlic powder for you, mate. We don't really do. We're not that adventurous, mate. We don't have any spices in the cupboard. We have soup, beans, spaghetti, basics like maybe some tuna, tins, like a few tin food as well. We're not that adventurous to have anything like garlic powder or cloves of garlic. I'll just have buttered bread with me lasagna probably. But anyway, thank you all for coming in tonight. Appreciate you turning up. I'll be live nice and early tomorrow because, like I say, it depends how early I get up. It all depends how early I get up. But I don't have to take the kids to school, and the missus is off, but she'll probably want to lay in. But I'm gonna obviously I've got to work nice and early, so I will try and be live as early as I can. I don't know how early it'll be, but it might be it'll be early, so we'll see. I'll try and be live as quick as I can in the morning so we can get live and test out these races and have some fun from the back of the grid. Especially why people don't know the strategy. It's normally quite fun when it's like that. So, yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, before we go, Real Wally, thank you for 2 months of membership, you legend. Enjoy the food and the F1. I will do, mate. Thank you for the 2 months of support at high tier. What a legend, chat. Spam that legend vote for Real Wally for supporting the channel at high tier for 2 months. Thank you very much, mate. You legend. Right, I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. Make sure you check us out first thing in the morning. I will be live nice and early doing the daily races. So if you want to have some fun, we'll start from the back of the grid on Daily Race C and just have some fun with it. Our pace looks okay, so we'll do that one. Just have a bit of a laugh from the back. So I'll see you all then. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. And I'll see you all nice and early in the morning. See you later, everyone. Thank you for the support as usual, you legends. Bye. The outro's not done yet, but I have started it, SDS. Thank you so much for the donation, though, you legend. I have started it, though. See you all tomorrow.